What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday. Yeah, Monday night. Sorry. I have to think. Fuck. Monday night's Game of Thrones season 1, episode number 9 and 10 review. We weren't here last week because I felt like I literally got goat humped in the throat by COVID or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I had no voice. Don't look at me like that. So joining me, as usual, is Joker voice of House Targaryen.
Hello. Here we are at the end of season 1. When Game of Thrones was still good.
Yes, it was. And we have a newly member on the stream. It is Shadow of the Hawk. He is House Forrester. What's up, man?
Blasphemer.
I couldn't think of another insignificant. I mean, House Whitehill came to mind. They're bastards, so no to them. Howdy, everyone.
House Gardner.
Who?
Exactly.
I mean, you are a pretty big fan of Marjorie Tyrell, so I mean, you could have did that. Nobody would blame you, by the way, just for the record.
Nah,
I'm a fan.
I don't know. Tyrell still feel a little bit too big, in my opinion.
Hey, that's fair.
Got to be a non-conformist by being a conformist and all that.
Also,
sorry, no face cam. I just got back to my room, and I hate this place. Every time I leave my apartment, I come back, and either the room light or the bathroom light isn't working. And this time it's the room light, so the lighting is shit. I tested. So you're going to have to deal with my profile pic.
No, you're good. And you're good because apparently it's just earlier today, the roof, the ceiling in my bathroom decided to cave in from water. So
fun.
It's always nice. That's probably gonna be extensive. What's really weird is that I'm literally moving out in like 5.5 weeks, and it's like now they're waiting for. So there might be talks about reducing the rent because I'm like, dude, I'm leaving, and this is like the third time this has happened in the same fucking place. Sis. Like I shouldn't be on the toilet or have a guest, which is what it started with. I had a female on the toilet, and all of a sudden, and she's like, oh, and she's like, it rained down my back. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? She's like, there's water coming from the ceiling. I'm like, okay. Oh, but taking a look at the chat, we got JT Gunn. We love JT here. Late Night with Cap. He's got a great show. Two of us have been on it. Shadow, you have not. Once you get a little more established in your streaming, you might get an invite on more YouTube channels. But so yeah, we like JT. He says late. We were only like 2 minutes late. Okay. And then of course JT says, Joker, how's the baby?
Non-existent.
See, I have one quick question. Based on that one meme of you helping him fly in Titanic, I'm just curious who's the father.
Oh, I mean, well, apparently, according to the comic book lore, it's actually Zatanna, but JT gave birth rectally. Sorry, fuck, I'm like tired. Never mind, it's not J. Shut up. Samuel's here. Sup, bitches? It says non-existent. Yeah, it's non-existent. Samuel says late night with Cap, not good. Damn clown went and let Rose take the title. Wow. This is Ghost. I must have missed that joke. I don't know. Damn, Legion, you took your bathroom out. Well, I mean, when you're eating all that Taco Bell, you're blowing it up. That's a massive poop. Yes.
Woof. What's up,
Michelle? Hey, my love,
Hi,
how are
Michelle.
you doing, guys? We are doing great. JT says Legion is not the dad. The paternity test showed. Oh, I need that clip.
Do you think I would let this touch this? Come on.
Oh, I need the clip.
Again, you guys seem kind of handsy on the Titanic.
All right. Open your eyes.
Just saying, dude.
I got paid double for that because
Did you?
Hey, it just takes one time.
Because Captain Wood over here
I should probably stop being an ass so I don't get kicked off.
You're not gonna get kicked off. I don't think I've ever kicked anybody off stream other than like a joke.
Very nice, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, that's dope.
My husband's probably a plane ticket home to Ireland, Norway for the summer. That's awesome. I wish I had
amazing.
I need to get an applause because when I get back to Colorado, I'll set up my soundboard. I need to get an applause video. But anyway, we have a lot to discuss, so we're going to jump right into it. Lily is not going to be here right now. She might be here later. She's watching the Cowboy and Buccaneers playoff game, which I don't blame her. As an avid fan of my Broncos, they didn't do shit last season, but I thought it was 30 seconds.
8 minutes.
Is it really? Well, fuck it.
Oh, well, I apologize.
Monetized stream too, guys.
Well, no, this one actually isn't.
Right, exactly. So
yeah, so no, we're good. All right, so we are going to take a look. We're gonna jump right into this. Play.
Here. So once again, we got Ned in the black cell, and Ned's trying to be like, you're a high-ranking member of court. Can you get me out? And Varys is like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no, I can't.
No, it's not that he can't.
He won't. He won't.
Because he can do it.
Apparently, you need to smile more since you've recently given birth. You're not smiling as much, and we want to make sure that you're.
Well, and also that one line I think is kind of foreshadowing to what he wants to do, because he at some point he mentions peace. I want peace for the realm.
Right.
No, you don't. You want, at least in this variance of the show, you want a Targaryen on the throne. Now,
well, he will. And as of right now, what he wants Ned to do to acknowledge Joffrey as king and all the stuff that he wants Ned to do is furthering his goal, which he believes that Dany or a Targaryen on the throne will stabilize the realm. So the ultimate goal. Do not plunge the realm into war by sitting here and holding on to your damn pride.
Yes. Yeah. Or his honor, as he calls it. Sorry, Shadow. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I was just gonna say I kind of disagree, and this is partly because of
Oh, shocking.
This is partly because of I haven't gotten to this part in the books, but a young Griff, where it's like it seems like he wants young Griff on the throne rather than anyone else. So this feels like it was that part of the book where it was kind of leading into the Golden Company stuff, and then that got cut later on due to budget or something. But no, I think it's not he wants a peaceful realm. He wants a specific person in power. Because if he wanted a peaceful realm, he could have told Robert early on about the infidelity. Robert deals with that. What's Tywin going to do? Act up over the fact that his kid's cucking the king? No Casus Belli there. Yeah. I don't know. That's just me.
No. I can see where you're coming from, but this is what Ned says. We will play this audio clip.
Butchered my men, who crippled my son.
I want you to serve the realm. Tell the Queen you will confess your vile treason. Tell your son to lay down his sword and proclaim Joffrey as the true heir.
Okay, because as of here, the prevailing theory is Ned confess, Cersei will convince Joffrey to send you to the wall.
Take the black, go to the wall. Yep.
Yeah, it's a good move. Oh, this is a hard line.
I learned how to die a long time ago.
Oh, such a pity.
Pity.
Mm-hmm.
Such a pity. What of your daughter's life, my lord?
Right.
What if your daughters?
Yeah. And can I just say,
JT says, question, did you change times?
No.
No, we're still 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're still good.
No.
So unfortunately, Ned is a man of, well, not unfortunately. I actually understand where Ned is a man of principle. I respect that, to be quite frank. Honor is something that is very cheap in today's world, and even back then, it could be probably easily bought. Bought. Yeah, bought. I'm a botanist woman. Of course, Rhaenyra's doing stuff to piss me off. So, JV, moving on to this scene. What do we got?
We're gonna meet Walder Frey, or for the fans of the Harry Potter films, Mr. Filch.
Yeah.
So, Walder Frey is, if I guess a word, a vile man is a understatement, perhaps. Kind of doesn't take sides. Kind of will, and if he does decide to take a side, it's usually when the battle's well in hand and he can say he was on the winning side. Is kind of isolated in his castle called the Twins, because they need this. This is a very important. This is a very strategically important place, because it allows you to pass the main river of the Riverlands that leads to the Trident. And
I was kind of hoping to show a little bit of a picture of it.
And Walder Frey is kind of isolated, has a bunch of sons and lots of young daughters, and because of his positioning, Catelyn actually rightly says, send me to broker this peace deal to get across the river. And because she is a Tully, so she has known Walder Frey her entire life. And again, this is as an envoy and a woman.
Yes, sir.
Nothing's going to happen to her.
Yes, JT, we are going to be reviewing all seasons, as well as House of the Dragon season 1. And as JT has calculated, which I appreciate. God damn, that's going to fuck with me tonight. What the hell is wrong with JV and JT? Y'all need a okay, Joker. There you go. Found a fucking loophole. Joker calculated that we'll actually take this roughly up to season 2 of House of the Dragon. Ollie says winter does come for House Frey. It does.
And one quick thing I'd like to add that I only realized after a second watching of this series, the Freys are actually Westeros' first capitalists, because they came from nothing. They built this bridge. They have they kind of have a military now, but they didn't have military power. They weren't great warriors. They just had a bridge. And if you pay attention, and one really, really interesting thing I actually liked about it, if you notice, like with Ned or Jon, they're house animals. They're like wolves. If you look at Tywin, he's a regal lion. If you look at Walder Frey, he's a toll bridge, like his family's animal.
Right.
Always looking for the best deal, always looking for a way to tear just enough out of someone that they'll give it to you, but enough that you can reap whatever they've got to give you.
Right.
Which is really awesome.
Yeah, and Catelyn says that the Freys will have their toll,
Right.
Yeah. I still have not seen that movie, so I can't take sides.
Because I knocked that bitch off the door. The murdering whore.
So,
Walder Frey.
You'll see that he is a wonderful man.
Pleasure to see you again after so many years, my lord.
Oh,
spare me.
I think despicable is a more appropriate term.
Yeah, I would say despicable. I would say Joffrey is vile. Walder Frey is just
Ramsay is vile.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Don't diss my boy.
Your boy's too proud to come before me himself. What am I supposed to do with you?
Father, you forget yourself. Lady Star.
Oh, it's Joe Biden.
Yeah. Dude's got hands on a 15-year-old that we find out. So we don't need the squabbling of the house. However, the Freys are not an attractive family, and they have not really
that gene pool has about the depth of a teaspoon.
Yeah. It's
Wait, they're like parks. I didn't know the Freys were incests.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every woman there is a daughter or a niece, and it's just cycling. He's just cycling through them.
They got bad genes. So incest is really bad, just for the record.
It's all relative.
It's all relative. The Targaryens seem to have better genes, even when spinning the wheel.
I mean, they do have that.
They lack in the crazy department.
They do got that fire resistance, and if you look at someone like Daemon, they probably also got heightened reflexes and strength. There's a reason they made the freehold.
And there's also you know what's the saying when
I think that is his granddaughter. Yes.
When a Targaryen when a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin and the world holds its breath.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He says, here you go.
Some daughters. You see how they pile up? Why are you here?
To ask you to open your gates, my lord, so my son and his bannermen may cross the Trident and be on their way.
Why should I let him?
If you could climb your own battlements, you would see that he has 20,000 men outside your walls.
There'll be 20,000 corpses when Tywin Lannister gets here. Don't try.
See, and again, as Shadow correctly said, he's a capitalist. He is like, he's like, okay, your son wants to go this way. Tywin's gonna want to go this way. Who can pay me more?
JT says, who is Ollie? Do I need to block that account? I don't know who he is. But you know what? Or she. But they're not spamming anything, so obviously I don't think they're a bot account, JT. So appreciate that. I probably need to make more. Anyway, no. Tell me and I will do it. No, I think we're okay right now. I think Ali is good.
JT wants blood.
Well, you know, he is he's always up to defend because he is Cap. Eyes too far apart, torso's too long, bow legs too short, and all that blood relations usually gives it away. Yes, that's true. But no, as of right now, you know, he's making the point. He's like Stark, Tully, Lannister. He's like, what's the point? So
we'll be ready for this.
Oh shit! I completely skipped it. My fault. Fuck.
Baratheon, give me one good reason why I should waste a single thought on any of you.
She gives a single thought. JT says I'm watching you, Ollie. Also it could be somebody possibly on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe it's probably YouTube. This is kind of a special moment. Will Shadow, are you up for taking us into this moment and describing it real quick?
I have notes prepared, so let's do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Wow, he has notes.
It's my first time on this stream. I wanted to make an impression.
It's your first time. It is. I know your first time is always special.
I mean, yours ended up with a mud baby, so.
Oh wow! Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
You know what?
Shots fired.
You know what, Ryan? I'll take this. You can mute the child because they should be seen and not.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the battle here.
Hey, you called me baby nuts. I'm gonna fire back with the age Browns. You've done it as well, Joker. Anyway, that's getting off topic. So, yeah, pretty much like the biggest thing is this scene is very much symbolically saying that Lord Mormont views John as more of a son.
I mean, that's pretty funny. So.
John is more of a son than his actual son, one Sir Jorah Friendzone. Sorry, Jorah Mormont.
Captain Friendzone.
We'll have none of that here. That's speculative. We'll have none of that here.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. Since he's given him the Mormont family sword, Longclaw, which for those
not just a sword, Valyrian
steel.
Mm.
Not many left in the world. Impossible to make any at this point, and he's given it to this.
Not impossible.
Not impossible to make.
Nope.
No. Oh.
Okay. Tywin makes 2 from ice.
Right. Well, without repurposing, you got to I mean, like you can't make new Valyrian steel.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
So,
yeah.
Shadow, what makes Valyrian steel so special?
Well, in regards to its making, it seems to be magical of some kind, whether it need to be done with dragon fire or some sort of blood magic. No clue, but it holds an edge better and it stays sharper than the average person's sword. I think it can even cut clean through chainmail, if I remember correctly, but I might be thinking of something else.
It never dulls.
Yeah. Doesn't it also have a better edge?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it does, because I think it mentions in the doesn't it mention it in the book where it's like ice is able to cut a man's head clean through because it's Valyrian steel, but a normal sword would need 2 or 3 tries.
Correct.
Yeah. That was probably the chainmail thing I was thinking of.
It's kind of it's a little bit kind of like I wouldn't say necessarily a lightsaber, but in Star Wars, it's something that in the EU you call vibranium, that is a super metal that literally can cut through anything except for the adamantium, or you want to say vibranium, stuff like that. So it's a top tier metal without going too far over the top.
Yeah. Whoa, and not many left. And Jorah's taken the one. Well, I mean, he took it with him to the wall, so his family's probably not getting it back anyway. But let's say it could somehow go back to Bear Island. It's now going into the hands of Jon Snow.
Right. And he symbolic and another thing of symbolism, he changed the pommel of the sword, because it used to have the head of a bear. Well, he changed it to a wolf.
Yes, because he said it was more appropriate. And Joker, why did he give this to John? Just to recap from the 2 weeks ago.
Well, it's kind of like what Shadow said. John has proven himself. He has his moments, but John has proven himself to be more of a son to Lord Mormont than his own son has, and he saved his life from a white.
Yeah, exactly, Samuel. Sorry, I thought I said vibroblade. I don't know, dude.
A vibroblade, right?
Yeah, I'm still a little sorry, guys. I woke up a little fuzzy still. But
no worries.
Yeah, so I don't want to skip a second fucking day, So basically, they sent it to King's Landing, and I want to listen to that actual part.
Tore off that thing's wrist. I've
ordered
Thorne to lay it at the feet of this boy king. That should get young Joffrey's attention. And it puts 1,000 leagues between you and Thorne.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to say about that, and it's kind of cheapened by the fact that it could partly be because Mormont doesn't trust Jon, but another way you could interpret that scene as Mormont views Jon as more valuable than Alliser, because he was separating them, but he sent Alliser all the way to King's Landing with a job that's got no glory, whereas Jon is still at the Wall and is also going to be joining the Ranging out there. Now, granted, that's partly because Jon's dad is being held in King's Landing. He probably doesn't trust him not to go AWOL, but separating that, I think that's a good subtle way of showing how much Mormont, even though he just got the Valyrian steel sword, how much Mormont exactly cares about Jon over someone like Alistair.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No, keep going, guys. Give me 1 second. The
Alistair is a means to an end. He's basically a blunt.
JT, see you, buddy. Much love, and I'll hop into the after the weekend stream if you guys are still live later on. So thank you for stopping by, man. Much love to you and the family.
Alistair is more of a blunt object, where Jon, because as we found out, even though he wasn't happy about being put as a steward, Sam says, he's grooming you for command. You are going to be right next to him during all the important stuff.
Right. Partly because Jon's got the gift of youth. He's got the ability to soak in that information around Jorah. And then also he doesn't have the experience. No, Mormont. Sorry, Commander Mormont. My brain immediately thinks Jorah Mormont for some reason.
You just say Lord. How I address it as Lord Commander, because they say my Lord all the time, and even when I was in the military, I didn't like that. I was just kind of I was like, dude, I would be like, yeah, it just there's different way, you can call somebody by their rank and stuff like that, instead of just be like, yes, Lord Commander. So anyway, yes, we skipping forward through that scene. Go ahead.
One quick thing I just wanted to say, like that scene where Jon walks into the bar, I guess, and shows off the sword, and you got all the other younger men of the Watch just acting like frat boys. That is something I think a lot of projects nowadays kind of miss out on when they try to do a dark fantasy or a dark story. They focus so much on the nihilism and the darkness that they don't have those moments of happy-go-lucky levity that you need to make the dark moments work. Because if it's all just edge, who cares? You got to have that moment of boyish happiness, if you would. So when that boyish happiness is snuffed, it matters.
Yes.
Well, right. It's humanizing too.
Well, it's also camaraderie, and when you're in a military unit and stuff like that, you have to have that camaraderie.
Which the Knights of the Watch is. I mean, you can dress it up as a brotherhood, but you're basically in the army.
Yes,
you're in the Navy, boy.
And Arya.
And this is the terms. He's like, oh. And Rob was like, oh, she's not gonna like that. I think the concept of Arya marrying anyone is not pleasurable to her.
Well, she's clearly a lesbo. No, I kid. I don't know. I don't think that girl wants to be tied down by anything. So it's just
Gendry would say otherwise.
Yeah, okay, that's she doesn't know Gendry at this point, though.
Yeah, she does.
No,
but
oh no! You're right. I'm jumping ahead.
So Rob is to marry one of the Frey daughters, and he's like,
"Are they cute at least? Are they attractive?"
And she's like, "Well, there's one."
And of course, that coming from Catelyn, who's homely, but she's not ugly, but she's no Queen Daenerys, so
or Cersei or Marjorie or
the list
of women who are described as S tier within the universe.
Yes, this one is going to require a little bit more context, so we're actually going to focus on this one for probably about 5 minutes ish.
You do whatever was right, no matter what.
And Lord Stark is one man in 10,000. Most of us are not so strong.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because the love of a woman, or family, or children, and
this is why they're not allowed to. It's kind of almost like the Jedi code. Don't get attached.
Yep. Yeah. And we're gonna find out why right now.
They waited till I was old. And what could I do when the ravens brought the news from the south? The ruin of my house, the death of my family. I was helpless, blind, frail. But when I heard they had killed my brother's son, and his poor son, and the children, even the little children.
Okay, now, you know who did that, right? You know who murdered the little children, right?
Gregor Clegane.
The Mountain.
Yeah.
And raped their mom, too.
Yeah.
Probably before and after he killed her.
There's one thing, and I wouldn't bring it up, but it's like 3 seasons away. The order the Mountain gives of like what he did, like killed the children, then he murdered her kids and made her look at their corpses
while he was doing it.
Absolutely fucked human being. Apologies for the F-bomb, Susan. We love you.
On orders from
Robert.
Tywin Lannister.
No.
Tywin Lannister, yep.
No. Robert. It was Robert's rebellion.
Robert did not.
Tywin does no wrong.
Robert did not order the Mountain.
It was Robert's rebellion, but no, Tywin's the one who ordered it because
I know it was Tywin's orders.
For this reason is because
my father
was
Micah. The first of his name. My brother Egan reigned after him when I had refused the throne, and he was followed by his son Aerys, whom they called the Mad King.
You're Aemon Targaryen.
I'm a master of the Citadel, bound in service to Castle Black and the Night's Watch.
God, that scene is so amazing.
Literally one of 2 Targaryens left. Living Targaryens left.
And later on, he says something, like right before he dies, a Targaryen alone in the world. Oh, I feel sorry for that world.
Yeah.
So Lobo is having problems after his wound, is not doing well.
Yeah, just a little rough.
Tim, that poor ground.
As you can see right here, it's festering, it's infected. It looks horrendous. And that is something.
But wasn't that woman supposed to heal his wound?
Yeah.
She was.
Well, to be fair, medieval medicine is incredibly primitive. It could totally just be she's not up to the task, right?
Sure.
Oh, and there were 2 things about that scene that I actually, if we got time, if we need to speed past them, it's fine. That just like really stood out to me when I saw them. It rather than last time.
No, go ahead.
The first is with the context of what actually happens with the wound. It sort of foreshadows one of Dany's biggest weaknesses, in my opinion, in the fact that she is an idealist. She wants to save those women from being raped. She wants to trust this random stranger to save her husband after he took a wound for her, and this and that, and it's ultimately her downfall. Is she focuses more on her ideals and her dreams of a better world than the pragmatic world that she's forced into.
I would say, and I would say in this setting, I would agree with you because she's pretty much been sheltered her entire life.
Yeah.
So any interacting with the real world has been non-existent, and she got thrown into the real world the wedding night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that really stuck out to me, and Joker is going to hate me for this, but it kind of reveals very much how at least certain parts of the show, very little power Dany commands herself. The Khalasar, yeah, they love her as a Khaleesi, but they don't really give a rat's ass about her without Drogo's power base.
Well, that's okay, and you're right, but I think that has less to do with that has less to do with what power she commands, but the society that she's in. There's only one house here that we get introduced to that we see that is not a patriarchal
House.
hierarchy, and the Dothraki are very patriarchal,
right? But then that kind of like, and this is kind of getting into season 2 and season 3 stuff, but the moment she loses her dragons, everything collapses around her. She has to have that external power to support a lot of the decisions that she makes.
Well, that would be with anybody. That would be with anybody in this type of society. I mean, okay, Cersei ends up not having dragons, but she has a Frankenstein monster
and daddy's money.
Which also at the same time, though, we'll see at the end of this episode that Cersei is not always in charge with what's going on. So let's dive back to this, because I want to make sure that we move on to episode 2 by the hour mark.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So Tyrion Lannister has just found out that him and his lovely kill tribesmen, barbarians,
savages.
Exactly. Are going to be on the front lines. And so he's like, surely there has to be an easier way to kill me. And of course, Tywin's like, I'll have no more. I'll hear no more of it. And he's like, it appears I'm not hungry after all.
God, Charles Dance, what a presence he is.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Oh, and just for the record, Charles Dance plays the Emperor in The Witcher 3.
He does?
He's the voice of the Emperor in The Witcher 3. Yep.
Oh
shit! I need to play that game again.
Yeah. He's the Emperor who was looking for his daughter Ciri. He has all the presence of this in that fucking game. He's such an ass. All right, so Bronn, we still have just a smidgen of a second before I have to peel it away. Because it's their boobs.
Back you stop on that line. That is so Bronn. I took her from who? I don't know. Ginger Con 310 I don't know.
Yeah.
The odds of that's also a good line.
And to retaliate, have just dropped drastically. We'll be at the Vanguard tomorrow.
I'm gonna skip
Ron's face when he realizes, shit.
I think I'll go and find myself one.
Yep, I'm gonna go get the poison out.
So Bronn's gonna go find himself one. However, we are still gonna listen to the audio. Just let me skip forward a little bit. Here you go.
Shay, what did your mother call you?
My mother died giving birth to me.
Is that why I'm here?
You guys can still hear it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So we can talk about our mothers?
What sort of accent is that?
Foreign.
Love it. I love that.
What do you want from me?
What do I want?
What do I want from you? I want you to share my tent. I want you to pour my wine, laugh at my jokes, rub my legs when they are sore after a day's ride. I want you to take no other man to bed for as long as we're together. And I want you to fuck me like it's my last night in this world, which it may well be.
And what do I get?
1, safety. No one will hurt you for as long as you're mine. 2, the pleasure of my company, which I have heard is spectacular.
Who told you this? Women you paid?
And 3, more gold than you can spend if you lived 1,000 years.
Okay.
Oh, you froze, dude. Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay. Yeah. So, she basically takes her shirt off. And moving into the next scene, obviously, we only realize that he's gonna give her everything that she wants, because quite frankly, in her position, who is she to barter anything? Obviously.
McQueen.
Easy, Shadow. We're not here to debate houses. So. I do like how Shadow spiced it up, much like Lofty Pixels does for Flashcast, and as long as he keeps that up, we'll keep him back for future streams. Just not too much. We don't want too much discourse when we're analyzing this until we get House to the Dragon, then we can change.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So, he does not look good, and this is where we find out how bad it really looks.
It looks not. It's gangrenous now.
Yeah.
And Jorah's and now Jorah, knowing how this culture is like, no, we need to go now. We need to go.
And
he explains why, because she being raised with stories of how society works, and she's a queen in this culture here, but it's not exactly how that works with the Dothraki as it would in quote unquote civilized living.
Right here.
Will be plucked from your breast and given to the dogs.
Yep.
I won't leave him.
He's like, oh shit, god damn it.
Then we bring in the witch, and then we get a little bit of the what is actually gonna happen.
Okay, now the reason he is so adamant is he's not just a Dothraki, he is a blood rider.
Mm-hmm.
He is like there's the call, and then there are like three that he appoints.
Yeah, it's like Germanic chiefs. The name Hearthguard's coming to mind, but I don't think that's actually historically accurate. That might be some video game thing. But like a bonded warrior, the guy that you gift gold and swords and women to,
right?
To keep you alive.
That's your boy. That's your boy right there.
The moment he stops being your boy, you got to actually start working for a living.
Yeah, he's just like, oh well, there's another Khalisad over here that we're gonna go head off with them, or we're gonna make our own, and we'll figure out that out, all the logistics later. But we're not gonna hang with you.
Yeah, figure it out. Typically entails a lot of blood and entrails on the floor and a lot of screaming.
Yeah, a lot of screaming
and dead children.
Yeah, and satisfied dogs. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Did we ever see it? I don't think I've ever seen a Dothraki dog, actually.
I'm sure they're around somewhere.
What breed would they use?
Feral. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Like yeah, I don't know.
But just keep any hot pots and spare gold around. Keep those away. Keep those away. That doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Crown for king.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
Yeah,
it's nice to have extra voices on the show, because you know what? When you got to use the damn bathroom, it's like you don't want one person to have to like carry the whole damn thing by themselves. Like going, "Hi guys, how's everybody doing?"
I'm used to it. I know.
Damn it! I hit a button. Fuck.
Yeah. JV's shoulders are getting real struggled over having to carry this show.
I know.
I don't blame him. Man, okay, here we go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. So the side button on the mouse, like if you just like clip it, it'll like back it out. Yeah, that's what I fucking. Okay, we're back. Here we go.
Boomer.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Jesus. It goes right back to the spot where I fucking had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
That doesn't sound racist at all.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Piece of shit?
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Oh, I didn't say anything about Jews. I'll just say that. All right, I did have the voice. Oh,
Yeah, you did
that's
have the voice.
fair.
Fair enough.
It's a very good voice.
It's a good voice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's probably not the hardest accent in the world to make.
No, not really.
No.
And so this is kind of
That's
where
why there's no Dothraki dogs. That's no. I mean, I agree that Dothraki would do that, but.
Did we already cover this so I can skip forward?
Yeah, you can skip forward. So basically the witch is calling for the horse to invoke some blood magic.
Poor horse, by the way.
I mean, in the book, Ghost is going to go through the exact same thing.
I like horses. What the fuck?
Now, okay, no, this right here. This is the blood writer is saying, I've had enough of this. This is not happening. Jorah's already in his armor, and then we see how the Dothraki, why they are great on horses, but not good on their feet with their sword of choice that is made Airrock is made of big swinging motions from horseback.
Yes. Very good at slashing, something that is definitely more agile on a horse. Also, look, dude wears less. He only wears leather armor, barely. Right. He's got mad skills, but guess what? This is plate armor in chainmail. You're not gonna win.
And even like a good leather jerkin, not leather jerkin, like a good leather breastplate or a good breastplate or a good bit of padded cloth will stop a sword like that. It won't do it 2 times, but you don't need 2 times. You just need to catch the sword, take out the throat.
Yep.
So just stop right there, because Airrock, the curved blade, the curve is really, really light, but it has more weight at the end. So as it swings, it draws a lot more force.
Yeah. It's like using a war hammer or a war pick on horseback.
Or it would be like using a Vlad the Impaler's Killich type sword.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to see how this ends.
Not good for him.
No.
What do you mean, Joker? Can't you see the smile on his face?
Oh, I know. It's always smiley time.
Yeah.
And
he got cut a real nice smile.
And this, like with other Targaryens, the stress is inducing labor.
Doesn't that also happen with Melisandre?
Sorry, I had another Targaryen that accidentally hit the switch on my power feed. So
Melisandre gives birth to something else.
The shadow baby. That was stressful.
She gotta coax that pregnancy along. This was planted. This was okay. My baby's coming, and then this. So this is where we get the story of Tyrion and his first love.
Yeah, which is super fucked up, by the way. Yeah. So I do actually want to skip to the story because the rest of it is kind of like whatever. It's
I was just gonna quickly summarize. It's a game. Tyrion trying to. It both shows off Tyrion as a people person and Shay as a fairly intelligent person, I'd argue, which is why Tyrion seems infatuated with her. She's as intelligent, if not more intelligent, than him.
Ooh, I won't go that far.
We'll actually listen to the story though, because it actually is very revealing, and even Bronn is like, whoa.
This is just Tywin being a good father.
Jaime had arranged the whole thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
The rapers, all of it. He thought it was time I had a woman. After my brother confessed, my father brought in my wife
and gave her to his guards. He paid her well. Silver for each man. How many whores command that kind of price?
Wow.
He brought me into the barracks and made me watch. By the end, she had so much silver.
So much silver, she could barely hold it.
The fact that Braun is shocked should tell you everything you need to know.
He's like, damn, that's. He's like, dude, that's.
He's like, that's some
Wait,
fucked up shit.
Tyrion was like 9 at the time, right?
16.
16.
Oh, 16? Okay. Okay, that's still fucked, but that's better than what I was thinking for some reason. Okay.
Well, actually, my favorite line of this entire thing was when Tyrion says to Bronn, your father abused you, but my mother hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. We are off to war. Here we go. So what happens is the Starks did not make camp. They just plowed straight. They plowed straight through the night. So they're about an hour out.
To battle!
And then he's at the risk. Tyrion's trying to move out of the way because he's about to get trampled.
Yeah. Well, because he's literally half of a man. Like, not to say that he's not like an act, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
these are also bigger dudes.
Way bigger.
And women.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm kind of, and I get why they didn't include the actual battle, but one thing I kind of liked about the battle was it showed the difference in Tywin and Robb's thinking. Tywin was willing to dedicate a whole flank of men to a trap, like knowing that those men were probably going to get slaughtered, whereas Robb grieves the dead men. Also, one of the detail that I kind of dislike, and I might just be misremembering the book, but wasn't this like Robb's actual force, and so Lord Bolton just kind of spent it haphazardly as part of his plan?
Yeah, this was so Robb's main force went and engaged with Jaime,
right?
And Roose only so Robb sent like 10% of his force to go meet Tywin.
Yeah, in the show, but if I remember correctly, I read the battle part. I didn't read the actual afterward part.
I haven't read the books, so
yeah.
I have no idea.
But it's just one of those details that I kind of preferred that because it was foreshadowing Roose a little bit better. But again, they didn't have the budget. I fully understand that.
Well, yeah, you're talking about a first season, but the thing is, though, is the acting definitely makes up for it.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
We didn't.
Right.
Which we can see the Stone Crows are having a good time.
Oh yeah.
Tywin is surprised that his son is alive.
Where was he? With his other 18,000 men.
So we found out that Robb said a little.
Robb's got some moxie.
Yeah. Also, a quick thing about like the difference between Robb and Tywin that's shown off in these scenes. Robb is a leader. He leads his men into battle, thick of it as close as he could be without actually, being in the front of the spear. And then you got Tywin is in the back with the reserves. He's a commander. Really kind of showcases the difference in their battle styles. And also you could argue maturity. Robb he's like me. He's got the brashfulness of youth. He's got the belief that I'm fighting a good cause. And then you got Tywin, has experience, has maturity, understands that you shouldn't waste your own life if you're the leader of the army.
Right. Well, Robb also understands that he, was raised by Ned Stark, who said if you're going to sentence someone to death, you better be the one to swing the sword, and that goes for a battle too. Like you better fucking no. I'm sorry, I disagree. I guess we can debate on the semantics, but regardless of the fact, I don't want to get into it too much because this could probably be easy.
Right.
Well, we have a little time, but they capture Jaime Lannister,
right?
Which is the most important part.
Leverage, because now they have some serious leverage.
But this is also something. Jaime tries to poke Robb's ego.
Yeah,
You'd win.
And this is something that is not uncommon for medieval culture. Instead of massive bloodshed, you against me, and we'll settle the whole thing. But Rob is no fool, and he knows Rob's got some skill, but that's Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, and quite frankly, it's I would have liked to see more of a fight between Jaime and Ned. It got cut too short, in my opinion.
You got enough
because
of it, though. You got enough of it.
You got enough of it to where Jaime was shocked. He's like, "Oh, wait a second!" But at the same time, I wanted more.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Sean Bean is a phenomenal swordsman, at least compared to some other people. Granted, I've never seen too many real swordsmen to actually compare to Sean Bean. So what do I know?
He puts in the work. He's been in so many movies and shows where he portrays his persona, and it's like if you see him in it, you're like, oh, it's gonna be so great. And then of course, at the same time, you're like,
British actors,
he's gonna die, and you know he's gonna die, and it's like, damn it, I don't want him to die.
Oh, that was actually one of my worries of Troy. When I was watching Troy for the first time, I was like, fuck, are they really going to rewrite this just so they don't need to make a movie about the Odyssey? Because Odysseus in that film is played by Sean Bean. Right. I legitimately thought they were going to rewrite the Iliad just so they could kill Sean Bean, and I was pleasantly surprised they didn't.
I haven't watched Troy in a while, but you know what? That's a damn good point. I need to rewatch that.
So good. It's also a bit of a comedy because you'll see the Scottish dudes playing the Greek kings, and I just started dying laughing when I saw that because it was freaking hilarious.
Okay, so we are at the confession of Ned Stark. He has decided, you know what? I'm going to serve the realm. I'm going to confess. I'm gonna lie,
and I'm gonna save my family,
save with my daughter, and he catches but as he was being walked through the crowd, he sees Arya, but he can't say anything because that's gonna get her captured. He sees the man from the Night's Watch and just says Baelor, which is that statue there. So the man of the Night's Watch is like, okay, I got you. You're gonna don't look. And
also because Ned's brother is at the wall, right? And Jon Snow, who is his bastard son, is at the wall.
Right.
And also the Starks just have a good relationship with the Wall to begin with.
He doesn't die in every single thing. Because he's so good. Like, it's hard to keep a character that's like, that good at like portraying things alive because, a character that's meant to be a martyr is meant to be something to carry on, but anyway.
I like to think Rob's son was going to be portrayed by Sean Bean.
Well, the books were definitely written just a smidgen different than the show. But then again, you would have been rehashing old things. Of course, as we saw it, Game of Thrones didn't end the best, so I have a feeling that maybe they changed their tune a little bit for House of the Dragon because it remained just a smidgen a little more faithful. He gets resurrected in the Frankenstein Chronicles. I don't think I've seen that. The Frankenstein.
Never heard of it. No, but honestly, this is probably one of the best scenes in the entire show. Like I knew what I was walking into because cultural osmosis, but I can just imagine what it would have been like for someone who had never seen this and we're like, he's gonna he's gonna go to the wall, he's gonna get Jon, they're gonna come south, and oh what? And then also just how everyone reacts to Joffrey's statement is just, even Varys is like, what the fuck? I didn't account for this.
Right, exactly, and Cersei's, and this is where Cersei kind of learns a hard little lesson here. I can't control this thing.
Yeah, she should have taken a page out of Robert's book and applied some beatings.
Look, just for the record,
that smirk.
Jesus Christ, this kid is he was like probably like what 20 at the time or some shit like that.
Yeah, the actor was like 20.
Yeah, and
the actor was, yes.
Yeah, he got a lot of hate for this.
He stopped acting because of it.
He got death threats. Look,
I'm
just
not
for the record,
surprised.
he did such a great job that people got really mad at him. In today's world, it's just acting. Knock it off. Ollie says when the episode Forrester aired, I was like, why is the main character dying now? Then I realized it was the why Forrester.
Game of Thrones ACC started.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, congratulations to Ollie. You're still here. JT didn't ban you. I didn't think you were a bot, but you've never been in the chat, so JT was being, overzealous.
Yeah.
But glad you're still here. It's gonna get ugly.
My mother wishes me to let Lord Eddard join the Night's Watch. Stripped of all titles and powers, he would serve the realm in permanent exile. And my lady Sansa has begged mercy for her father. But they have the soft hearts of women. So long as I am your king, treason shall never go unpunished.
Oh boy.
Sir Ilyn.
Sir Ilyn Payne. Bring me his head.
Bring me his head.
And even Cersei is now trying to reason with him, saying, stop. This is not what we agreed upon. This is not.
It's easier to negotiate with a hostage, not a fucking carcass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. As we'll find out in the next episode, her son's a fucking maniac. Gee whiz, I wonder why. Oh, wait.
Daddy was raised by mommy. Daddy's actually uncle.
Yeah.
Very, very, very poor role model. Like, he looked up to Robert, but not the good side of Robert.
Right.
I like how the person who edited all these, they put their commentary at the end, the fuck, Joffrey, Ned Stark. That's fine. Thank you for the subtitles. We appreciate you. Now,
yes. The aftermath.
We're pretty close on time, so I mean, I'm not too stressed as much as moving into this next one. But now the aftermath. Yes.
Oh, you're the boy. You stupid boy. Oh,
raspberry jam.
Remember that. Don't look, boy. Don't look, boy.
Yeah. Okay, we're still good. We haven't been clipped yet. I just want to make sure we're not clipped.
Do you want to live, boy? I'm not. You're a silly boy. You're boy. Going north, boy. Oh, that's a beautiful castle too. I'm just saying.
It is a beautiful castle.
It's not as nice as Dragonstone. I'm just saying, but
well, So this we get the premonition that the youngest sons have seen the dream of their father. Basically where he is to be laid to rest with the rest of his family.
Right. So they're down in the crypts. And Shaggy Dog. Hi, Shaggy Dog.
Yep.
It's a very aptly named because he's kind of matted and just kind of not very well kept.
And named by a 3-year-old.
Rickon, who was I believe it was 6 at the time.
Yes.
In the show 6, I think he was 3 in the books.
Still a good boy. That's a good boy.
Book show, his title is the wolf who can't zigzag. So
the straight wolf.
Jeez.
I saw him when? Last night when I was sleeping. Here, Shaggy Dog.
you sweet summer children.
Sweet, sweet children.
Oh, Maester Lewin. Oh boy, this is this is not good. This is not going well. This is not going well.
This is one of the few scenes where I actually feel sad for Catelyn because it's like she wants to grieve, but she literally can't. She's got to put up a strong face for the men, for the other lords, and she gets the chance to grieve, and then she realizes I've got to be a mom. I can't take the time to grieve.
But right here, she's a mom. She's a mom here.
Yeah. Good mother, terrible politician.
It's just.
She says, "Rob, you've ruined your sword."
I don't think Rob cares at this point. I
No.
don't think Rob cares.
He says, "I want to kill every one of them," and including. But she's like, "We need to get your sisters back,
right? We need to get
and
Arya,
then we kill them all.
Then we're gonna kill them all,
including Marcella and Tommen."
Yeah, murder the children. So the Starks are just as bad as the Lannisters.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Wow.
This one. So we had a bard who was singing a song in a tavern,
and then Joffrey brought him in to sing to him, and off his balls.
The board did all the rest.
Oh, Joffrey.
That's a God. He is a good actor. Look,
drunk on power.
He's went back to the actor went back to normal life. God bless him for a while. He's starting to dip back his toes back into it.
Now, little fun fact: do you know his first acting role?
No, I don't. What is it?
This
Batman Begins. He was the kid inside the Narrows. The little blonde.
Oh shit!
Kid.
Wait,
he
the kid that
was.
Yep.
Wait, the kid that Batman first interacts with, and when you see him in the guard. Holy shit!
That's him.
What the fuck? Well,
poor guy. He should have gotten into way more stuff.
Well, he got the role of a lifetime, and quite frankly, people are fucking psychos.
When you do your job, okay, and folks said, oh my God, I hate him so much. I'm like, then he did his job. You're supposed to hate him.
Yeah.
Don't go after the actor for the role they play. Go after the writers.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Well, not even go for the. It's a goddamn story. First off, weirdos. These are the same weirdos that literally yell at everybody who doesn't like a Marvel movie. Like, you guys are just being racist and sexist and it's like, no, I'm critiquing it. It's no different than what we do here. Had we done this back when this was a relevant episode and we critiqued it, trust me, had we said things that were possibly negative about a character that a lot of people loved, we would get hate. Shadow, you would be extremely unpopular over your dislike of Daenerys Targaryen.
In my defense, most of that dislike comes from later seasons. So at this point, I'd probably be
which is fine. But trust me, if you disliked her then, fuck bars and their sloppy mouth holes with the sideways chainsaw. I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Hey, his name's Dandelion. His name is Dandelion. Don't use his slave name.
Did anybody watch Witcher Blood and Oranges other than me?
No, I saw the Archcast review on it, and fucking
don't. Four. Netflix, 4 episodes. Not 6, not 8, 4.
Why did you do that to yourself, Ryan?
Because I'm quite frankly,
he also watched Velma.
Both episodes.
You poor child.
I don't care. Shadow, fuck him.
Look, man, if you want to do that, go right ahead. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys tentacles.
Okay, so scene right here showing Joffrey's cruelty.
The son in you. Mother says that shouldn't be long.
Ooh, wow, that's so romantic.
No, please, no!
This one's your father. This one here. Look at it and see what happens to traitors.
You promised to be merciful.
I was. I gave him a clean death.
Oh, clean death.
I honestly would have liked to see what a non-clean death from Joffrey is. Because we see him do torture, we see him like traumatize people. We never see him order
what he did to Roz.
Yeah, but we don't actually see him doing it. We see the aftermath.
No. Yeah, true. But at the same time, though,
I mean, to be fair, he does try to waterboard that one guy. But that's not brutal enough, in my opinion.
She looks, by the way. I'm not going to show Ned's face because I don't know if
As long as it pleases me.
Better safe than sorry.
And so she kind of.
Do you want to see the rest?
So she kind of takes the sarcasm. So she kind of goes to like a sarcasm, like, "Fine, do what you're gonna do. You're gonna do it anyway." And Sir Marin, right there.
Well, he has the soul of a fucking bridge troll.
Sir Terran.
That's your scepter, there.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you a present. After I raise my armies and kill your traitor brother, I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours.
Oh, whoa! Okay, woo! Ballsy!
That clapback.
Ballsy!
Girlfriend got balls.
And then the Hound tells her, after Sir Marin gives her a little rap across the face, he's like, "Save it. You're gonna need it. Save it."
Joffrey, what a man! Can't even hit his own woman.
Oh, she thinks about jumping or pushing him to his death.
No, it's pushing him.
Yo, yeah.
No. You can see the look on her face that she's like,
jump. No.
I would disagree.
She's not suicidal.
She's not. No.
But she's also willing to kill him to avenge her father, which means she would possibly plummet to her death as well.
No,
she just needs to grab him and throw him.
Right.
You don't think that a person who's falling might not grab back?
No, she is not going. She would not.
I think Joffrey's primary focus would be on making screaming noises as the ground gets close.
This is not a personality disparity. This is not a personality disagreement. This is a human preservation to where your body is automatically, somebody shoves you. What are you going to do? You're going to try to grab backwards for something. You're going to try to grab anything.
She's also not thinking clearly. Otherwise, she would realize.
Sansa is the thought of jumping to her death has not entered her mind. Her thought is push him over.
Yeah.
100%.
Because what does her death really do? Save her from a little bit of torture? Might as well take Joffrey with me.
Right. So there's
that was super weird. My phone was like way behind the times. It was like trying to catch up.
Oh,
I don't know. It was weird. It was in the moment after like the smack and stuff like that, but then it went backwards. I don't know if that was like a YouTube glitch or what. But yes, no, she realizes though that there's a good chance she's going to be dead regardless. So do you think she's not willing to push him to his death and he might grab onto her?
No,
that's a narrow ass. Look at how narrow the bridge is.
Okay, she is thinking to push him. She's not thinking of jumping because she's moving toward him.
You don't think a guard might push her off too, or fucking apprehend her and take her head off?
She doesn't think that. She only thinks about killing Joffrey. It's a one-minded.
Okay, and the Hound is going to stop her because.
There's lag. I don't know why there's lag, but there's lag
because there's also some orders from the Queen. You can't kill her. She's a bargaining chip.
All right, fine. Well, we got to move on. We debated it too long.
Sorry.
I know, because you're wrong. But that's fine.
Look, I'm not wrong. It's an opinion. Just like you, the fact that you say that you were never pregnant. Guess what? There's pictures of it. Suck it, fucker. All right. So anyway, we have a loyalty thing here. We're talking about Stannis Baratheon. We're talking about Robb Stark. You know, kings and squabbling.
The king
of the north. Yes.
King of the North.
That's all.
King of the North.
Because before this, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, dude.
I was just gonna say, like, this is Joffrey's biggest mistake. Like, all Robb wanted was dad, sister, and sister back. That's all he wanted.
The fact that
he was gonna come down, probably kill a few Lannisters, and it had Joffrey gone, okay, here's your dad, here's your sisters, stay the fuck north of the whatever the swamp is called.
The
I don't care, just stay up there. And then immediately puts 20,000 less enemies he's got to kill. But by killing Ned, he now has a secession crisis. Or not secession. Seceding?
Succession crisis.
Yeah, the North is attempting to secede along with the Riverlands.
Yes.
Real
quick, revenge. I don't know what you missed. Just let us know in the chat, and we're gonna let Joker go. Yes, Catelyn is. There you go. No, go ahead, dude. Go.
And then Tyrion brings it up later when they're talking about negotiating, and he takes his glass and just knocks it over and says, "That's what you're gonna get because you killed Ned Stark. There's no going back now."
Yeah, absolutely. Also, one thing I wanted to kind of point out earlier, but I knew we were stretched for time, was just like the difference between the Lannisters and the Northmen. The Lannisters give me like, they're professional soldiers. They have standard issue equipment. They're even their leaders are very Rome-esque. It's a bunch of old men, very well kept, very cleaned, clearly more on the commanding side of things rather than the actual warring side. Compare that to the North, who are, and I mean this lovingly, a bunch of savage barbarians charging out of dog bone.
Right. It's like I said. It's like I said in when we were doing the House of the Dragon stuff. When we were talking about the everything south of the neck. It's very proper. But it's also very concentrated. It's very densely populated. Where you go north of the neck, it's very sparsely populated. And yeah. I kind of liken it to the south is England, the north is Scotland, and then beyond the wall is Ireland.
That's exactly what George R.R. Martin actually wanted with Westeros. I don't really know how Dorne fits in. I guess he just randomly plucked up Spain and threw it there. Yeah. Well, yeah, like in the whole England analogy, I think all he did is just take Spain, slam it there, and hit him with the gay stick once or twice.
Yeah, well, so Spain and France. Spain and France.
All right. So we're gonna wrangle it back on topic.
Yeah, sorry, no, we were just talking about.
No, it's good. I don't know how long JV you got. I don't know what you got, the work thing or something tonight. Like I don't know.
Tonight, yeah, but
okay, I just wasn't sure what time. I don't, we usually don't go longer than probably like an hour 40, hour 50 minutes. So
yeah, sorry about that.
No, you guys are fine. I want people to fucking chat. I don't know what JV's timeline is. Barzer's syphilitic mimes of fantasy. So Catelyn Stark comes to Jaime Lannister and basically she wants to beat him within an inch of his life because
stay in your lane, Catelyn.
Yeah, she can't pull her head out of her ass, but Jaime, of course, is not too swayed.
But Jaime just knows how to do this: poke,
yeah,
poke.
Probably.
Everyone picks on me in Netherrealm. Don't worry,
you'll be all right. It puts hair on your ball sack.
Yeah, no, I'm the youngest person here. I'm gonna be taking the shit. It's fine.
I don't hear about you taking a shit. What's wrong with you?
Taking the shit.
I don't think you see anything. Okay, but apparently,
Lancel? There was Lancel?
yeah, apparently.
So you go from one pretty Lannister to another one. That's fine.
I can't believe we're actually at war.
This is okay. This is Kevin Tywin.
Was it this exciting last time when you were young?
Tywin Lannister's nephew.
Lancel,
yes.
So apparently, Cersei, she's missing Jamie, so she hops on the next best Lannister
It's all
available.
relative, folks. It's all relative.
So it's not just Jamie she likes to hump. It's a family of it's a family affair that she likes to do.
Well, it's in the absence of Jamie. I'll go with what's next. I'll go with what's next and familiar around me.
Also, what's really disgusting is this is perfectly acceptable by Westerosi standards. Remember, her mother is also her second cousin.
Not by their
Lancel?
father, though.
Lancel is her first cousin.
No. I mean, no. So Tywin's wife was his cousin.
Right.
Let's just say this that Tywin Lannister is not down with this kind of stuff. He does not like his family engaging in this kind of stuff.
Okay. Tywin is not in the brother sister thing, because which as Cersei said, and later on the Alaria Sand said, if your name happened to have been Targaryen, no one would care,
because the Targs had scaly AC-130s.
Revenge says, I'm just letting Samuel know I will bust out the steel chair or the ladder or the table. I don't know. I don't care which one. Anyways, hey. It's always best to bust out the table first. You set up the ladder, put them on, and just off the top. We're talking about TLC.
Right. And, well.
Hail to the Knights of the Legion.
Keep buffering. God damn it.
And then start with the chair first. One good chair shot.
Okay, I'm literally watching on my phone as we speak. I always try to keep it there. We seem to be okay. You might be your cell service. Because I'm running off Wi-Fi. So
I'll quickly check on my end and see.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna run through this scene real quick.
Captured, his arm is scattered.
Scattered.
It's a catastrophe. Perhaps we should sue for peace.
There we go. And this is what we're at. There it is.
There's your piece. Joffrey saw to that when he decided to remove Ned Stark's head.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have an easier time drinking from that cup than you will bringing Robb Stark to the table now.
Correct.
He's winning.
Absolutely correct.
In case you hadn't noticed.
I'm told we still have his sisters.
The first order of business is ransoming Sir Jamie. No truces. We can't afford to look weak.
We should march on them at once. First, we must return to Casterly Rock to raise
They have my son!
So right there. This is something that I've watched a lot of stuff on what was it called? Charisma on Demand is a YouTube channel, and they talk about how Tywin communicates, because normally he's very even toned, very even but here he raises the volume and the intensity. This is how, so everyone in that room knows I am still in control, and my word is law, and you will do what I say. There will be no talking here. They have my son. That is priority number one.
Samuel, I checked. I think the buffering's on your end, dude. Sorry. Maybe try restarting YouTube. Sometimes YouTube does that. So yes, but this is This is a very significant moment right here.
Not you.
Not you.
See, but okay, but you notice how the tone comes right back.
Yeah, not you.
To that even tone.
Does Tywin even really have emotions, or is he like Roose and just an absolute sociopath?
I would say he literally has composed and angry. And even his angry is not like angry. It's like me. It's like me getting angry. It's like going, okay, I don't like that. It's like you'll raise your voice a couple octaves. Like I've never really yelled at anybody. And it's like I've even when I've had problems with stuff like that, it's like going, I'll just slightly raise my voice, be like going, well, it seems like the last one to be stuck at the table gets stuck with the check. And I'm like, I don't understand, like, and this is a conversation I had with a bank one time, like 20 years ago. And they're like, well, sir, if you could just, I'm just like, I'm not yelling at you. Like, that's super fucking mellow. And I don't think I've ever seen Tywin in the whole entire show, like, actually yell. Like, he just like, and that's it.
He does once, I think, when he's like, you're my daughter.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, Samuel.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably the one.
But he's
Samuel. See you, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
But he's having to deal with his like daughter who's being uppity, so that's kind of justified.
Okay, so
she's uppity a lot.
I just tossed a link in the private chat. There's another YouTube channel called the Vile Eye, and they do a series called Understanding Evil, and they do it's the one on Tywin is like an hour long, and it's a really good deep dive into everything about Tywin Lannister.
All right, I just added it to my watch later list. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, another one I'd recommend is Savage Books. He does some really, really good character breakdowns of different scenes with Tywin in them.
Yep.
Very, very good on like writing dialogue and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Which I've said before, I will say it again. The one thing that George is known for is dialogue.
Yeah. His world building's kind of shifty at times, but the guy knows how to write characters and dialogue.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's finish this conversation because this is the big one.
Right. With Winterfell and River Run, which would have given us more time to deal with Robert's brothers. But now, madness and stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought you were a stunted fool. Perhaps I was wrong.
Half wrong. I'm new to strategy, but unless we want to be surrounded by 3 armies, it appears we can't stay here.
No one will stay here.
So here we go.
So Sir Gregor Clegane will
regroup at Harrenhal.
We'll go to King's Landing.
And do what?
Ooh.
Okay. So even there's a slight change in his pitch and a slight change in his face for just a second. He kind of shows the if there was any positive emotion toward his son, it was shown right there, because he just said, I thought you were stupid. It's clear that you're not.
Yep.
So let's see what you can do.
Well, also part of that is he's got to live with the idea that, hey, my golden boy might actually die. I kind of need to deal with the spare, which honestly I think that's kind of tied to Tywin's, if you could call it a weakness, his love for his wife. Because think about it, he could have taken another wife. He never did.
Nope.
He was Tywin fucking Lannister, son of Tytos. He could have had any woman in the realm.
Right.
Yep.
And he never did.
Nope. You're right.
Which is also part of why he hates Tyrion so much. Because Tyrion probably took the only person Tywin actually cared about from him.
Correct.
Yep, but it's also the same time. It's that's his son. So and he is blood. So he's like, you know what? You might be mostly the family disappointment to me, but he's like, you are my son, and you will act as such. Doesn't mean he necessarily cares.
No. That's not my. Because in a later season, Tywin says, "You are my son," even though I can't prove otherwise. There's a rumor that the Mad King had eyes for Joanna Lannister as well.
I had not heard that. That I did not know.
No, that's in there. So there's rumor that Aerys might have forced himself onto her at one point.
And if there was evidence of that, it would have been Tywin's treachery, not Robert's rebellion. And there would have been a lot more dead kids.
I'll say this: that is speculation, so we're not going to do a lot of speculation on this one.
Again, sorry for derailing things.
No. I mean, speculation is good, but at the same time, though, unless the show can prove it later on, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I mean, we could literally jump down the rabbit hole of what's next for Velma.
Oh, fuck no! Please, God, no!
No, I'm talking Velma on the on a Legion of Memer stream tomorrow night, so I'll get all the Velma I need. Trust me. Just for the record, rumor is that that there will be that Scooby will be in the show, and she'll be a black.
Please no! With what some of those people on Twitter talk about their dogs.
A black girl, but who it's Scooby with an I, and they made Scooby not a dog but a girl that Shaggy falls in love with. Just saying. We'll see.
What the fuck are they?
Tangent alert.
You will not take that poor to court. Do you understand?
You understand, you bitch?
Okay, so now we get the review. So now we get the not so nice. So now we get the not so nice news that Dany's baby was stillborn, and when we hear the description, kind of reminiscent to something we hear in a prequel series.
House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It was monstrous looking because the Targaryens have some of the Targaryens have the blood of the dragon.
Right.
Oh, Shadow.
That's right.
It's just giving Shadow a hard time.
That's right. Yeah.
Shadow of Lannister? The fuck is wrong with you?
NetherRealm suggested it. I like the ring of it.
Oh, okay. I did not see that. I must have missed that part. Fucking whatever.
Yeah, no. At Shadow of Hawk, I'm real tempted to call you the Shadow of Lannister. And honestly, they're aside from Cersei, they're not entirely the worst people in this show.
Blind with leather wings, like wings of a bat.
When I touched him, the skin fell from his bones. Inside, he was full of grave worms. I warned you that only death can pay for life.
I don't think that's the death that paid for life.
Nope.
Wasn't that also a good description of was it Maegor's kid or was it one of Daemon's kids? I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, JV is where'd he go?
Oh.
No! It is actually basically Rhaenyra's child before she finds out that her father has died.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, the child had scales and it looked very much dragon / human-esque. Because the dragons
Didn't Maegor also fucked a kid?
Was that a Batman reference? Just kidding. Okay. No, it wasn't. We figure out that Khal Drogo is not exactly super with it. He is
maybe as he was.
When the sun rises in the west, sets in the east.
He's a goddamn vegetable.
Hey, I mean, at least he can't be a fruit.
Well, he could be. I guess that's a good point. Of course. So she's talking about the fact that I was already raped before you saved me. She never intended to actually save him. Cal Drogo. However, she's equating the death of Dany's child to the trying to save of Drogo. However, that is not the case. That is just a Targaryen trait. Shadow, go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, which to be like, what was Dany expecting? This woman only knows the Dothraki. Well, I mean, to be fair, this is the only way to describe the Dothraki: a bunch of violent, savage reavers who just destroy everything in their path. Why would she save the leader of the men that destroyed her home? What was? Oh, I saved your life. Yeah, and you want me to save the man who condemned it in the first place?
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, which again ties back to, and Joker brought this up. She is too sheltered. She sees too much of the good in people, and she's not able to make pragmatic, realistic decisions based on it.
Yes. And so basically Tyrion now is having a conversation with Shay, saying you can't come to me to King's Landing. My father was very specific. And he's like, well, what if you were a lady of the hand? And he's like, you could teach the ladies of Westeros a thing or two. That's not necessarily a thing. So, and Jon Snow, yes, I'm making up time because we are just a smidgen behind. Well, about 10
Oh yeah, no,
minutes.
totally fine.
Jon Snow has decided that he is going to go avenge his father, Ned Stark. He's going to go find his brother, and he's going to be the man that he thought he wanted to be. However, Sam and his brothers from the Night Watch follow him, and they remind him that you are no longer that, and he does go back. The Sun and Stars thing, I don't. It's so gay, in my opinion. Am I crazy, or did she look like Elizabeth Olsen?
Who?
You talking about Shay? I don't think so.
I didn't really get those vibes either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Possibly Gal Gadot if she had longer hair, but that would also be like a blurry and a stretch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. Danny's letting Drogo go. I gotta be honest, I was never like super down with this romance. It felt like it was
Stockholm-y?
Yes, Stockholm syndrome. Thank you.
Which I mean, it like Stockholm syndrome is really freaking complicated. But I mean, to be fair, it's like this is the first man she's ever been with. It's the first person who's really shown her proper kindness.
Yeah,
especially with that abusive prick of a brother. And like it started, she didn't really have a choice in the matter, but I think she did. She found love. There's a line from Rome that I found really interesting where it's like, it's a bad idea to marry for love. You can make love in a marriage or something like that. It was Lucius Vorenus was talking to his daughter about that. And it's just like, it's one of those things where a lot of people talk about it and it's like, no, that's really old way of thinking. But I mean, there are some benefits because love is blind.
Yes, it is. And we're moving into a scene that has some nakedness. We have Mr. Pycelle. He has just found himself finishing with a lovely lady of the night.
Nowadays, the gods visit on us.
Oh, that's Roz.
The worst.
That's Roz.
Yeah, it's Roz.
Tuned by dreams of fire and blood.
Revenge? No, he did not. He paid her.
No, I think he means
we were previously talking about Drogo. Yeah, no, he forced it. Well, in a marriage
initially.
Yeah.
Now, in the books, it's not exactly consensual because she didn't really have a choice, but like
no,
he did wait for her to say yes at the very least.
Well, at the very first time is when she asked, do you speak the common tongue? No. no the only word you know? No.
Yeah.
And she just kind of just accepts. And so she kind of accepts this is the inevitable. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you got it. You got a fans of revenge. But I do want to showcase this with Maester Pyrell because Pycelle, thank you. Sorry.
Ruling a kingdom,
because he goes through the kings.
Yeah, she just for the record, she's literally cleaning her vag up. Like you see butt, but it's like, yeah, we're not gonna.
The man goes through life with his battle visor down. He can often be blind to the enemies at his side.
And she is not listening to a word he says.
No, she doesn't give a shit. She's putting her clothes back on.
Strong military mind. Sternness in defense of the realm is no vice.
Putting her sandals
It's
on.
far too soon to know what manner of king he will be, but I sense true greatness on the horizon for our new king.
Pycelle is such a sycophant. He is such a suck up.
Yeah. Oh, and we can show this now because she's bored off her fucking ass. She looks like she wants to get a bullet between the brains, even though there's no bullets.
Bolt.
True greatness. There you go. A bolt.
Which she does.
Oh, she's like, oh, you're done talking?
Oh, so
what's the thing?
What thing?
What thing?
About kings. You said the thing you need to understand about kings.
Oh, well, I can tell you.
Things? What?
When you started,
Never mind.
Which this is all an act, right? Like the whole old man.
Oh yeah, because he shows it. He like gets up, shakes himself off, gets himself dressed, puts on his chains, and then you watch him.
Also, it's a deleted scene, but isn't Tywin like the only person who ever actually calls him on this shit?
I don't know.
I don't know, but that would be interesting because you see him get dressed, he puts on his shades, and then he slumps. He hunches over. He's like,
He's like, oh, I'll look good. And then all of a sudden, he's like, door open. He's like,
Which, I mean, it's a good survival strategy.
Oh, it's a phenomenal survival strategy.
Who's going to waste time pushing old poor Maester Pycelle down the stairs and pretending like he tripped?
Braun.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, this is such a fucking amazing scene.
Again, these two, every scene that these two are in, going back and forth. Oh, that is good.
Mm-hmm. This is where we get the meat right here.
Like a woman's. Is that about right?
I am flattered, of course, to be pictured at all.
Must be strange for you, even after all these years. A man from another land, despised by most, feared by all.
Am I? That is good to know. Do you lie awake at night fearing my gash?
But you carry on, whispering in one king's ear and then the next.
I admire you. And I admire you, Lord Baelish. A grasper from a minor house with a maid.
Sorry, just watch
So
the stream.
These little conversations all the time, they're constantly trying to one up the other one. Where debate is like, well, I know this. Well, I know this. Oh yeah, well, I know this, and I know this.
This is my friend. Well, that's my friend. Well, I've got this person as a friend. Well, I know that guy. You know that you can't trust that guy. Oh, I know I can't trust that guy. That's why I befriended your friend.
Right. They're probably the two best players in the game until season 6 and 7 and 8.
Here we stand.
Yeah, they kind of get dropped
in
down.
Mutual admiration and respect. Playing our...
Oh, we just got clipped. Oh, just a smidgen too much. Okay, hold on.
Oh, stream went down?
Yeah, just.
Oh, Susan. We love you, Susan.
It happens. It even happens to the G&G crew and, Gary on F&T. I just put standby, so they'll see it. As soon
Is
as
it
it
this
pops.
bad on Rumble?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, JV put hang on too. Yeah, no, it's not bad on Rumble at all. Rumble doesn't give a shit. It's YouTube that has bots that clip. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I just know that like people are saying Rumble's going to replace YouTube, and if this was one of those things where it's like, oh, this would change if like you could do this without it.
It'll be good competition one day, but it'll never replace it. It's going to take a multitude of platforms to compete.
Because Rumble is because YouTube is owned by Google. So,
yes, that Google.
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Well, I appreciate the fact that Revenge put that in there. Come on. They make you they.
That's not me.
Not me.
What?
Joker?
Oh, it's a vacuum.
See.
I thought a bomb was about to go off.
Come on, YouTube. Jesus.
So, Joker, how's Wednesday?
She is adorable, and I actually got to name a third one. And that one got appropriately named Harley.
Harley.
I feel like this.
Harley Quinn. I was about to ask, like, what do you mean? And then I remembered who we're talking to.
We're back. All right, sorry, everybody. I let it roll just a smidgen too long. Sometimes you teeter on that line. It happens. Yes, that's on me. So fuck you, dude.
A rose.
Adorable little baby.
Long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
All right, and then of course the king comes in. The orphan boy.
Your name is Ari. You're an orphan boy.
I thought I was a wizard.
So we're almost done. So I'm not going to poke the bear a little bit. So basically,
north.
We are headed north. We are getting Ari, who's now a boy, out of the city.
Oh, okay. So here we meet Hot Pie, who wants to make a little threat toward Ari, saying, "Oh, I've done this, and I've done this," and Arya becomes the little savage that she is like, I like stabbing fat boys.
Mm-hmm.
I stabbed a fat boy. I like stabbing fat boys. And then Gendry comes up and is like, "What's up?" And Gendry, Hot Pie's not going to mess with Gendry. He got them hammering arms.
He's been swinging a hammer at steel for 10 years.
Yeah, and he's also got those. I mean, the seed is strong. He's someone's son. I wonder who, though.
I'm not sure. Who is that?
Hodor's. It's Hodor's kid.
Here's the thing for hammers, and just to give an idea, just to give an idea of Robert's the weapon of choice, the warhammer. Ned is no slouch. Ned could barely lift Robert's hammer.
Oh yeah, it's like what, like 50 freaking pounds. A normal warhammer is like 5.
Yeah,
like Robert's war. I mean, from some of the images I've seen, I think it'd be more of a maul because it's two-handed. At least in some of the renditions I've seen. So, but still a fucking overpowered weapon.
Oh yeah,
I would love a Robert's Rebellion show so badly.
I mean, what was it? Well, this is what I think, because I think House of the Dragon is going 4 seasons. So in season 2, we're going to get the Dance of Dragons. I think in season 3, we're going to get maybe one of the Blackfire Rebellions, and season 4 would be Robert's Rebellion. Tyler,
Hey, let's talk more Westeros bubes. We've seen some Westeros bubes just behind the scenes. I mean, if you're on the stream, you would have been able to see them.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. You know, if you ever want to be a part of like one of the review shows for we're moving into season 2, you're more than welcome, man. We just review season 2, episode 1 next week. But yeah, so
season 2's got one of the better pairs.
Since we got a little bit of a clip from the YouTube bots, basically we have Lord Commander talking to John, talking about the fact, you know, do you want to?
Okay, a great line here because John tries to leave because he gets news and he's gonna leave, and then Sam and the other two guys jump in and they bring him back, and the commander said, you know, Honor called you to leave, and Honor brought you back. And then John's like, my friends brought me back, and the Mormon says, I didn't say it was your honor.
Yeah, you always got to have an accountability buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Preferably one that won't leave you out to dry like those ones did to Butters in that one South Park episode. Yeah. Yeah, his first one literally just left him hanging there.
All right, sorry about that. I was yelling at a very young dragon who she's cute, but she's a dick.
Terrorist.
Yeah, she lives
dead
up
men. When dead men and worse come hunting for us in the night, does it really matter who sits on the Iron Throne?
No, it's good. It's good. Yes,
Mormont just lays it out there.
I will add you to the chat, Tyler, and yes.
So the Mormont lays it out there, he gives it a bigger perspective. He's like, look, we are fighting the real war here, because if what happens out there gets past us, does it really matter? Does anything matter past that point?
Zombies and whites and evil spiders
and he acknowledges the White Walkers because in the last episode he sent the wrist the hand of to Joffrey,
which he's not going to care about.
Which, I mean, to be fair, you're showing a dead man's hand. Are you really gonna, when you got Stannis the Manus howling at your gates, are you really gonna listen about some dead man's hand?
Right.
Joffrey's not going to listen about shit.
So you got Stannis on the one end. You got Renly in the south.
Don't you mean Olenna?
Well, okay. I love her. She's amazing.
Oh yeah, freaking amazing.
She talk about savage. Whoa!
just imagine if Tywin and Olenna. No. Like when Tywin's wife died and he married her, the child that would have been born of that would have been a fucking monster.
Oh, would have been like a Lex. That would have been the Lex Luthor of the Westeros.
Yeah, yeah. Like Tywin would have been like, oh, Tyrion pushes him off a hill and just lets this like kid take Casterly Rock. Oh, Jaime, you can stay in the Kingsguard. I don't fucking care. I got my bald boy here.
I don't agree with that because Tywin never liked the fact that Jaime took the vow.
Right, but I'm saying like this new kid would have been better than like just
but Tywin is all about his family. Period.
Well, but here's why that would never work, because where Tywin and Olenna are both the heads of their houses.
Yeah,
because the Tyrells are a matriarchal. So Tywin and Olenna would never work.
Not like a matriarchal in practice, but not like officially. Like Mace is still in charge, but it's Olenna and Marjorie holding all the cards.
Right.
Especially since all Loras is good at is knocking children into dust, or however she phrases it.
Right. He's a swallow her through.
No. She was talking to Brienne. And
Oh!
What?
Hold up. Holy shit. I need to share this. I was going to talk a little bit of shit about Lily not being here, but...
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What am I am actually confused at what I see the Cowboys are winning, but aside from that, I don't know why you're shocked.
Okay, well, it's only 18, so that's 3 scores, and there's still 10 minutes left in the third.
No, I understand that. Like, I understand.
All right, maybe she should fucking be here because you know what it's like. All right, y'all are winning on top, but she's a Cowboys fan, so she's probably like
yeah, we're gonna win a playoff game. We're gonna win a playoff game.
And then of course she's like, don't tell anybody because they might hear and we'll lose. It's like the gods of the universe will hear. All right, let's take this out. All right, this is the final scene here, and we're going.
Well, it's second to last. It's close to the end, but it's not the last scene.
We finally get dragons.
So
technically wyverns.
Yes, they're wyverns, but I understand the difference.
I vow to serve you, obey you, but don't do this, Khaleesi. And strap her to the pyre. And where Dany. This is where she kind of takes her first big step. Her first big step of faith of what she really is.
Don't ask me to stand aside as you climb on that pyre. I won't watch you burn.
I won't burn.
Just for the record, I Cowboys still suck.
I
have no feelings about the Cowboys.
I mean, they are in the NFC, and we all know what NFC stands for. Nobody fucking cares.
I thought you were gonna say non-fungible coin. Oh wait, whoa, where'd he go?
He dropped out.
Ryan, what did you do?
I didn't hit shit. He is not behind. He's not backstage. I got nothing.
Oh no. JV
got struck by. He got struck by the Cowboy fans.
Is the plot of Fallout New Vegas happening?
I don't know. There he is.
That was weird.
That was weird because I didn't remove you, just for the record.
Uh-huh.
No, I really didn't. You literally got bounced from the whole entire fucking stream.
I didn't do nothing.
Joker, how was the strip? How was New Vegas?
Huh?
He doesn't understand that reference about Fallout.
Fallout New Vegas.
He's too old for that, dude. You're not gonna.
I don't do gaming. That's weird.
I know. He's an old man, and he walks with a cane, and just for the record, I know everybody calls him like what Lord Cuck or something like that.
Oh, you mean Captain Friendzone?
Captain Friendzone again.
Yeah, Captain. I call him Commander Friendzone or Lord Friendzone.
She does give a shit about him. Maybe not the same way.
She cares about him, just not the way he wants her to.
Right.
He's not a civ. She gives him attention. It's just it's like a father or an older brother, not
older brother.
It's older brother. Okay, yeah,
older brother. Where Jorah wants it to be something else.
Damn it! The stream's down.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
YouTube, eat a bag of dicks.
In Minecraft.
No, not in Minecraft. Just eat a bag of dicks.
I come to the stream and suddenly YouTube comes to play.
I fucking hate YouTube.
We love you, Susan.
No. Mama Susan needs to get fucking fisted in her asshole until she fucking prolapses.
There's YouPorn for that.
Hold on. I got something for that.
So
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
actually, it shows we're live. So I mean, we're still.
I know it does. I think YouTube is having like a fucking spaz, dude. Because literally, I played that.
Okay, chat. Put a 1 in the chat.
I think we're live because NetherRealm is currently dying from the gay thing, which I couldn't believe that was an actual line from a TV show. And then I read that comic strip with the mosque, the living mosque.
Okay, so Tyler say we drop for 30 seconds. All right, push on through. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Jumper's got work to go to. Let's do this, boys and girls.
Push him to the end. I'll turn the goddamn sound off.
There, that's good. That should help.
Okay, so now this is a
little so cute.
Look, so this will look like ye of little faith. And Jorah, again, he's a cynic. He is, I believe what I can see. You will die screaming. I will not scream. Yes, you will. You're being burned alive. You're gonna scream.
She's looking crispy.
At least until your nerves have been seared, and then you feel nothing. But getting to that point is
Victor's ass.
And here we go. And then we get the comes up and
this is something we're gonna sadly have to probably jump away for because YouTube. Am I right?
Naked.
It's a good scene.
It's a great scene, and especially since the awe of everyone's look on their face, and when Georgia just kneels down and goes, "Blood of my blood," and then you start hearing that great theme in the background, "Fire and Blood." Oh, Ramon.
Also, her hair is still perfect. That's the best part of this set, in my opinion. Like, skin is charred, hair is still perfect.
Well, I'm not trying to.
She's a dragon.
And then little Drogon right there, little baby Drogon.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. That's at least 500 calories right there.
Just for the record, you can't really see that, so fuck off YouTube, you cunts.
I mean, you can if you look.
Oh my God, dragons do dragon! Wow, that's great. I love the little.
Yeah.
Hold on, I actually I'm gonna poke slightly more. There it is, and we're done poking.
Poking the bear.
So
I fucking hate YouTube. I think YouTube can literally.
You got it again,
Ryan. Your mic is fucked.
Was it?
It was. You were like sounding quiet.
Okay, and
we're
still going.
Some
we're still going.
Small issues are on my end. I don't know.
There we go. Now you're good.
Okay. Well, maybe I need to update. Maybe I need to update drivers or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay, but that we're done with season 1 now, folks.
I fucking
love you, Susan.
No, we don't. Fist yourself in the ass until you prolapse.
I thought I was going to be the aggressive one.
No, I fucking hate YouTube. YouTube needs to fucking be better. It used to be better until Mama Susan decided to take fucking like triple fists in her butthole and fucking prolapse and fucking, trying to rebuild that shit.
So what you're saying is we need quote unquote Captain America to tell someone to do better?
It's Captain Falcon, and he's never mind.
That'd be a great meme. Susan's face in front of the senator's face.
Oh, which, by the way, just a little side note there. That suit he got at the end of the series from the Wakandans. Guess to what it's not made
vibranium.
Of. It's not made of vibranium.
Yeah, no, because the Wakandans are fuckers. I hate them. I hate them from every fiber of my. I'm not going to go on that rant because stream needs to end. But I hate them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think she's 40? That bitch is in her 60s. Her pussy's so dry she goes when it fucking comes.
I always thought she was 30 and just on drugs.
No, that bitch is gross. She is a fucking nightmare.
Poor Joker.
Mama Sue, Susan, please do not strike my channel down, please.
She's not going to strike your channel, but she can strike my channel all she wants, because you know what? Your pussy is dry and nobody wants to fucking touch you with a 10-foot fucking 1,000-foot pole.
So, Susan, I say sketchy shit on my channel. Please don't come from my channel.
A lot of city miles if that's 40. Yeah, you're talking about 10 million miles if that's 40.
And drug abuse. Don't forget the drug abuse.
Joker.
Hi.
Of House Targaryen. What's up?
Right.
What you got going on?
I dropped a video this morning with last week's news now. If this is the third one, and Wednesday I will be dropping a new video for another film that I've really recently watched that I've enjoyed, which then breaks that Joker hates everything narrative that some people like to have. I will be dropping my review of the film, The Menu. And then I've done a little slight series of Within the House of the Mouse. Can Lucasfilm be saved? Can Marvel be saved? And Friday I'll be doing Can Disney be saved? Which in its current iteration, short answer, no.
About as much as Susan's fucking prolapsed puss can. I mean, just saying, plastic surgery can't fix that bitch. Maybe some stem cell injections. Go to Davos.
Says some edgy shit on my channel, Ryan. Stop saying that stuff. You'll get me striked. Ryan on his channel.
Go to Davos, and maybe you can actually get fucking the Klaus Schwab treatment.
So Shadow, what do you have upcoming?
Thursday nights I do Merry Madness with my co-host Kat the Hijabi Gamer. Flip-flops between her channel and my channel. This week it'll be on my channel. Other than that, I stream sometimes. I upload videos sometimes. I want to do better, but I can't because college is going to start kicking my ass again. So that's going to be fun.
Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you playing Knights of the Old Republic, pussy.
I have been. I got to the part where you meet Mission and get the quest into the underground.
Wait, whoa. Where are you fucking playing this? I subscribed to your channel, dick.
Yeah, no, I tried streaming it, and it like...
I
tried streaming it,
all of a sudden, yeah, no, baby,
no,
nuts.
It did. Check my Steam page. I've got hours on it. I tried streaming it, and for some reason, it just didn't want to work.
Just for the record, are you trying to stream it on play it and stream on one computer?
Yeah.
How powerful is your computer?
It is an out-of-the-box laptop. It's worked for other games. It's worked for Total War Warhammer. It's worked for Skyrim. And also
Skyrim?
Yeah, I was able to do it for Skyrim. I had Skyrim live streams.
All right, we'll talk because I don't believe you, but I kind of believe you.
Look at my live streams.
Oh no, Susan is done with you. Susan, please have mercy. Susan, please have mercy on my streaming partners, Joker Voice, House Targaryen, and the Shadow of the House Lannister. Please have sympathy on them. But me, for you, I think that your pussy is literally infested with cockroaches, and quite frankly, you're the worst human being on the planet. And quite frankly, George Soros probably throat fucks you every single day. Cheers. See you guys.
Toodles.
Bye.